Hi guys, so we're with pretty much one of our first guests on the podcast now. We've got a bit of better audio equipment, so this is perfect to showcase it. Up next is my girlfriend, Cara. She's successfully running quite a popular creative Instagram account called it's at Little Ra _ I believe. Yeah, she makes a huge amount of effort for her Instagram to grow, and just over, I think it's coming up to about 2 months now. She's gained, I think, 1,300 followers. So a huge amount of growth in such a short period of time. I hope you guys enjoy. Hey, babe, how are you?
Wow, that was a great intro for me.
Was it?
Thanks, babe. I sound so successful.
You do. You are really successful in my eyes.
Yeah, it must be a shock to your listeners. They'd expect a female to be on this podcast today. Yeah. I'm not a fitness person, so.
Yes, you are. You're a very fit person.
Yeah, but I'm not like.
Plus, you like the MMA fighters as well.
Yeah, well, I've grown up with my dad and my brother watching.
Because they always watch the fights and that.
Yeah.
You're half Irish, so your dad your dad's Irish.
Conor
McGregor. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny being there because, like, on one side I think he likes Conor McGregor, and some days I don't think he likes Conor McGregor.
Oh, he's your typical Irishman. Can never make up his mind.
No, I don't think he's like that. I think it's probably just like the antics that takes a while. Well, your brother's a big fan of Conor McGregor.
Oh yeah.
Here's the posters and all that.
And like my family, like my dad's cousin, whenever he fights, they
fly out.
They fly out, and he's got he paid I think 20 grand for signed gloves, and they go all out for Conor. They love Conor. Jeez, like if Conor hears this, shout out to you. My family loves you.
Yeah. Shout
out to you.
Well, I love Conor. Well, I've probably annoyed you a fair bit watching Conor McGregor
oh my gosh.
Stuff. Hey.
Every 2 seconds you're watching a new MMA video. I have to watch what is it? The when you go behind the scenes with the UFC fighters. What is it?
Is it wait, what ones do you
on YouTube, the ones that you watch and you they show you what they eat, how they do their routines and stuff like that.
I think that's just me researching fighters. I think that's just me.
No, but it's called something because you were I watched the
the UFC Embedded.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
The UFC Embedded, and there's another one called Anatomy of a Fighter, and they follow them around. They did one where they followed them around and they showed the inside of the Joe Rogan podcast and that. He literally has a warehouse it's just it's big. It's like a big kind of factory complex, and he has all these different. That's what I'd love for this podcast to become, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you and Joe get that house, hey, the house on the beach.
The house on the house on the beach, so we can produce lots of podcasts. Yeah. Well, you've been doing really well. Well, I know you always wanted to do an Instagram, and you told me about it. I think you told your mum the first.
Yes.
Before me.
Yeah. Before I met you, I always find that I just spend my money on clothes. I literally, I have a room full of clothes.
You have a room. You've asked if my dad can make you a wardrobe. And I'm like, I don't think you have a big enough room for the wardrobe. No, you have a full room just of clothes. And I always said you could sell them, but I think you were more interested in.
I'm attached to them.
Well, you love wearing them. And, and some of them are I've learned so much about different brands of clothing because of you.
Yeah, I mean, I really like small businesses, and then it's so nice to watch them grow. One of my favorites. I don't know if I should be talking about clothes. Listeners are probably going to be oh my god, what?
No, it's diversifying the audience.
Yeah, I guess so. Rat and Boa.
Rat and Boa.
I love Rat and Boa. Breckenbridge.
Breckenbridge. You even what's that bikini brand, Sea Folly? You like Sea Folly?
Oh, Sea Folly, yeah.
Well, I've got you Breckenbridge before. I really like their stuff.
Yeah, for my 21st. Thank y'all.
I can appreciate their stuff.
I like things that are I guess more a little bit different. I'm not really into your fast fashion brands.
No.
No, I don't.
No.
Yeah, which sounds a bit like, what does it sound? It sounds a bit like,
What do you
what's that
mean?
word? You know, when someone's a bit like,
You're trying to make it seem like you're like quite a pompous person when you're
yeah,
not.
yeah.
You're
I just like what I like.
Yeah, but you like different stuff.
Yeah.
Like if it is like a higher kind of brand, you like to get something different. Like if there's a bag, you like to get a different kind of bag. There's like a cookie cutter kind of bag from maybe like Louis Vuitton or something that everyone will go for, but you'll be like, I like this one. It's cool. It's different. Like you often say, it's cool. It's different because one, you appreciate it and you think it's cool, and two, you appreciate it more because it's different.
Yeah.
Different than other people.
Maybe because I'm different. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't think you're really like that. I don't think you like to wear the same kind of fast fashion and do the same things as other people like that.
Yeah, I just like I have like a different appreciation for like, you know, the work that people do put into clothes.
Especially those small businesses as well.
I like supporting small businesses. I like supporting businesses that use like materials that might be like ethically sourced.
Yeah.
You know, more conscious brands. I know like the Iconic, even like for their men's and women's range, they've started using like you can see like if you were to buy like a piece of clothing, it says if it's like a consciously or ethically made piece or if it's not. And I think that's good. It's a good step in the right direction. Maybe not enough.
Yeah.
But it's a good step.
Because I'd spoken to you about before that I really liked when they build like hemp clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Because hemp is a bit more sustainable than like cotton and things like that, and it's just better and stronger. I think it's just a bit more difficult to get now, but a lot of companies have started to go back into hemp, like hemp underwear and things like that, and hemp socks. No, just because they're more durable, like hemp shirts. Like remember when we went down south for a trip, and there was one store that was just hemp t-shirts.
And I bought the body butter.
You did,
yeah.
and it was all hemp stuff. And that stuff's really good for your skin as well. It's nothing like CBD or anything like that because that's not super legal in Australia, but it's hemp that they put in the creams and that, and it's really good for, moisturizing and things like that, right?
Well, isn't cotton not that good for the earth?
It's not really that good for the earth, but it's also not really good for your skin. Your skin can't really breathe that well, and it holds on to like sweat and odors, whereas hemp doesn't.
Yeah.
Cotton holds on to like odors and smells and things like that, which just makes smells worse. That's why I think they make like, that's why they make specifically like socks and underwear, because that's where like a lot of like odors and things like that would come from. Or like workout gear. Workout gear would be brilliant with hemp stuff.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I sound like a little tree hugger.
What do you mean?
I'm not like...
You don't sound like a tree hugger, no.
I'm nothing bad about tree huggers, but...
Well, who was the first person you told about your idea for your Instagram?
Oh, it was my mum. And mum was like, yeah, you have so much. Yeah, go do it.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit younger. I was like about 17 or 18. And I'm a bit of a shy person, aren't I? I'm more shy. I'm quite shy. I'm not like, look at me.
No. You don't have that attention kind of aspect to you. You're shy, but when you're in the right company, that's when you open up and you're more like, it's when you're comfortable. If you open up to people, I think you're often a bit more shy.
Yeah, but I guess it's like with everyone because you're the same, aren't you?
That's the same with me. Yeah, those kind of people that are a bit more eccentric and look at me. I don't really get on with them because I can't really relate.
It's not like I don't get on with it. Like I get on with most people. We get along with most people. It's just like, I guess we are a bit confused to like how the way that they would act maybe. Because like, sometimes I see it and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, sometimes when you don't understand how people are, then it's like alienates them a little bit.
Yeah. Well, what do you reckon Joe would be like? I'm just looking at the photo that you've just printed out today. Congratulations. Looks
Thank you,
so
baby.
good. The guy who did it did such a good job.
He did do a good job. I wanted to get the podcast cover art done quite a long time ago, to be honest, because you see all my little renditions and revisions of all the processes and all the clips I've put up, and all the Instagram social media stuff I've put up along through. I mean, because we've been doing it for 4 months, and we're close to 700, but you've done way better than us. You've hit close to 1,300. I think you got another 20. It's like 1,280 or something like that, right?
Oh, I'm not too sure.
Yeah. But it's not like you have to be like, you need to know like the numbers off by heart and that, because it changes every day. But like, you're probably around close to 1,300, right? And you've done that in 2 months.
Yeah.
It's really good. You've done a really good job, babe.
Thanks, babe.
But how would you like describe your Instagram though?
My Instagram, it's just a bit of me, like a little piece of me. And I like to have fun with it. Like I like posting like pictures that I like, brands that I like, clothes that I like, my favorite pieces that I own. Even sometimes I might like post like an old throwback photo just because I liked the outfit that I wore and I didn't get to post it on this like platform that I have. Platform, account that I have.
It is a platform.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But I really do like fashion, don't I?
It's one of your passions, and I think it's good that you get to tap into those like creative juices that you've got. You know what I mean?
But like same with you for this, like you get to.
This is huge for me, and it's an interesting experience, and I know you'll relate that you get to be creative in a way you're passionate about, not something that you're told to be creative about something at school, but you don't really care about the subject.
Yeah.
It's you enjoy fashion, and you've always talked about fashion, but not only is it fashion, you'll put a lot of like positive motivation kind of things up there, if it's quotes or if it's just even it's supporting brands you really like, and obviously you're gorgeous. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. So naturally a lot of people gravitate towards you, I think. And I think that's why you've done so well.
Oh, thanks, babe. That's so lovely. So nice.
Because, I mean, you've only posted like maybe 100 posts and you've already got 1,300 followers. It is really like impressive in that. Like, what have you learnt so far? I
feel like around fashion, there's like quite a large community as well. Like there's so many other girls, trying to do the same thing. Like, I've even like you saw that I was messaging that lovely girl, and she was talking about, how she was feeling and stuff.
Like explain how that cropped up.
I think I'm not too sure. She might have followed me and I followed her back because we had like similar accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like she has an account where she's very, interactive with her audience, and she will, I felt like this today, or I felt like this today, and then she will, explain, and she would, always sum it up with this really nice quote or nice like words to live by, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Drink every time I say nice.
No. I know it. I know what you mean. You mean.
But and then I think she wasn't doing so well, and I always have I'm like a typical girl. I'm like I always have this little folder of like quotes that I'm like, which one do I use today? And I feel like one really resonated with her, and I was like, yes, I'm going to send it to her. And she was so grateful of it, and I was like, oh my God, people are so nice on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you've had a lot of positive experience. Like, what was that person there was a woman that had quite a few followers. And she was in the UK, I think.
Yeah, she gave me a shout out. Yeah. And I only had like 200 followers, and she like literally set it up for me. Yeah, she's so nice.
Yeah. Do you still keep in contact with her or anything like that?
Not really. But like I like all of her posts. I try and like if she has like a poll or like a question or like always
you try and interact as much as you can.
Or chime in. Yeah, I try to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, so you try and interact with her account the most.
Yeah, I mean I try and interact with lots of people. There's lots of different like characters on Instagram. Lots of people just follow you then to unfollow you, which is a bit annoying, but all good. Things happen.
We get the same thing.
Yeah, things happen. It's all good.
Well, I always tell you it's
I'll find you and I'll unfollow you. No,
But it's the same with us, like growing a podcast. We try and follow other podcasts or they'll reach out and follow us and we'll follow back and it's like a nice courteous follow. And I like to follow and interact with other podcasters and try and grow each other's following and that because, it's the same kind of occupation we're striving for. But then out of the blue, they'll unfollow you and it's because they want you not to notice. They want to follow you.
What did I do?
I know, but you didn't do anything. There is a lot of fake followers or ghost followers that you kind of really don't really want. That's something that I've noticed that if they're not really an account that I think are really going to interact with our content, and it's quite clearly that they're just trying to get a follow to like inflate their number, I won't follow back because I know for sure they're not going to be like interacting with our stuff or liking or sharing or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, see ya. Goodbye.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit disheartening. No, it's not really disheartening. It's more like, okay, like why?
Yeah, but you don't get it because you wouldn't do it. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and there's lots of bots and you're like, excuse me, and they'll send you a message and they're like, they spell like every single word wrong and you're like, oh my God, how did you find me?
Well, some of the bots, I mean, I can definitely say this for yours and for mine, but they always like offer something.
Yes, I will send you free bikinis. I'm like, nah, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, they like offer like brands like and things like that, and they send you emails and you're like, okay.
Yeah, like, no thanks.
No thanks. Yeah, it is a bit weird like that. Have you enjoyed the process though of?
Yeah. I mean, it's been everything that I thought it would be. If that sums it up.
Really?
Yeah, like I knew that.
Did you expect it?
Yeah, like I knew that people were going to be acting like this. Everyone wants to kind of get in front of everyone else. So, obviously they're going to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a bit of a wild ride.
Yeah, but did you enjoy it though?
Yeah, definitely, of course. Yeah. I mean, I love doing it. I'm posting like 4 times a day. So that's a big sign that I obviously like it. I'm like, this will look good. Post.
I know, because we always like to do photo shoots and that.
Yeah, you're my photographer.
Yeah.
You and my mum.
Yeah.
As of today.
You
came home and so today I was like, Jack was like, oh, we'll go down to the beach and you can take some photos. And I think it was like 6 o'clock. So the sun was already
going down. Yeah.
And I was like, Mum, you have to take the photos. She was like, what about Jack? And I'm like, no, quick, we have to go.
I know.
I was like, Mum, go. I
know, but you got some really nice photos today.
Yeah, did you like them?
Yeah.
I'm wearing little space buns like Princess Leia.
No, you looked really, really beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
It's okay. Your mum can step in sometimes.
Sometimes. She can take over sometimes.
5% of the shoots.
She can, yeah. She has a...
Yeah, well, it was really good because, like, with this podcast, I've had a little bit of equipment, so I'm like, why not do some photo shoots and things like that? It'd be nice if we could go and try different settings and things like that. We do try and do different settings, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's whatever you feel like,
yeah.
To be fair. Because you enjoy having themes through your Instagram, right?
Yeah, like at the moment, I've really been liking blue and green. I think that looks really good. It's nice and kind of matches the surroundings and like the trees and stuff looks really nice.
We often take photos of you in like nature backgrounds as well.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of like warm lighting and things like that. I think it always looks good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Big kisses. I bet Joe's going to listen to this and be like, what? What?
No. Well, he was very impressed as well that you did well with your Instagram as well.
Was he?
He was very impressed.
Because his personal has a lot.
His personal has about...
stripper.
Yeah, I mean, I already told him you were going to beat him one day soon.
Watch out, Joe, I'm coming for you.
Hell yeah, you are. Well, I mean, he's done very well for himself too, and he gets a lot of content through his fitness stuff and his stripping thing. So, yeah, he gets a lot of followers that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the females.
Yeah. A lot of I think it's females and males.
Really?
I think it's
they want to be
females and
like
males.
Joe. They're like, ooh.
Yeah. I mean, he's already. I mean, you can go on. You should guys all follow Joe on his Instagram because he does post some funny stuff of some males or females. I don't really know that reach out to him and ask if.
Oh yeah. He
had
screenshots a lot of stuff and puts it on his story.
Yeah,
and you're like, where did this come from, Joe?
I know.
Question marks.
Yeah.
Whenever I watch his stories, I'm like, question marks. Either
Yeah.
he's like painting himself in a color or he's screenshotting messages.
Yeah,
he lives a wild life.
He does live a wild life. But it is really good content for an Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I love how he's not here when we're talking about him.
No. But, well, we don't have enough mics and we don't have enough chairs. But
yeah, I've stolen your spot. It's going to be the last set with Jack and Kara, and I'm going to learn about MMA.
You do know MMA though.
Yeah, but I'm going to learn all the fighters' names, and I'm going to be like, oh yeah, rear naked choke.
See, you know stuff. You know stuff.
Do I?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I did do taekwondo when I was little, so.
You weren't that little, were you?
Yeah, I was younger.
Younger, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was little. I was like.
You did it for a year,
12.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Did it for a year. And it was through like a gym, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was through like a big rec center swimming pool thing.
But the rec center would hire, I think it was like a taekwondo black belt from an old gym I went to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was good. He was really good.
Yeah, was he?
I think I literally stayed just because he was such a solid teacher, and I understand why it would be such an expensive sport. You are kind of investing in yourself.
Martial arts is so expensive.
So, yeah,
you
tell me that
insane.
all the time.
Yeah, well, I do.
You're like, I want to get back into it, and he's like, but it's so expensive. I'm like, just do it.
Yeah, well, I train at the UFC gym, and
I've trained there before. I almost broke my hand, didn't I? Remember I did that big punch. I was like, boom. And what did I do? No, I almost broke my hand at work the day before. And then Joe, who works at the UFC gym, I'm sure your followers all know.
Yeah.
He gave us a trial pass?
Yeah, it was a trial pass. It was a 3-day or 5-day.
You were going ham on the little punchy thingy, the little punching bag.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this should be really light because Jack's throwing this thing around. And I went to give it a big punch and almost broke my hand in half. It was hard. It was like a rock. I was like, what the hell? I need knuckle busters. Yeah, did you see? I was I almost cried.
Well, you were okay, but I think you regretted it afterwards. Because you hurt your knuckle at work.
Yeah, I whacked it into a
And you already said it was really sore and you sent me pictures of it swollen.
Yeah, it was huge. It looked like a sausage.
And then the next day you were like, I'm going to punch this punching bag as hard as I can.
Yeah, well, that is me in a sentence.
Yeah, I think it is.
Dickhead.
No. Don't say
dickhead.
That. Don't say that.
Big dickhead.
No.
Your followers who the fuck is this girl? Wait, can I swear on your podcast?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yes. Who
Of course you can.
fuck is this girl? Is she a guy?
Of course you're allowed to swear on the podcast. Why wouldn't you be able to?
Oh my God. Wait, can you tell me? Okay. Because you guys get lots of interactions on your platform.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite comment that someone has left?
Ooh. That's a really good. Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Damn. My favorite one.
You've been learning some stuff from all those different podcasts.
Yeah, when I work out, I don't listen to music. I'm weird. So I don't listen to music when I work out. And I try and work out, 4-5 days a week. One of my days has to be running, otherwise I go insane. So that doesn't really count as a workout, even though I didn't do it this morning. Soz body. Sorry, I apologize. But...
so did you say soz body?
Sorry, body. I neglected you this morning. I don't listen to music because I get really bored of it. If I listen to the same thing all the time, I get so bored.
I have the exact same thing. You and I both listen to podcasts.
Yeah. So if someone's talking about something different, I'm like, yes.
Well, I'm going to bring up...
do you know what my favorite comment is?
Okay, what's your favorite comment?
fuck your podcast.
Oh, okay. That was, I mean, we've had some really bad.
It's just so funny.
I love your laugh, by the way.
No.
I mean, we've had some pretty horrendous
podcast,
comments, but I just know they're all keyboard warriors and they would never.
But it was so funny because it was like a
no,
12-year-old.
But that one was hilarious, right?
It was like, fuck your
and
podcast.
one guy just went and replied to our comment and just went, fuck your podcast. And I was literally laughing so much. I know, it's funny. It's so funny.
You were like trying to plug your podcast and he was like, fuck your podcast.
I know, but it was so funny. I mean,
what about the ones? I love how you guys have like, you guys are pretty like, I don't want to sound like, you guys are pretty like confident to talk about like US politics, like about gun control and like the cops and stuff. Because you know what? Some of the things that you say, I don't agree with. No, I'm joking.
You probably don't.
I don't know.
You don't have to agree
Oh,
with it.
no, I do agree with it, but I don't know. I'm so undecided about things in the US because I've never been there. I'm not like, I haven't been exposed. I haven't been exposed to the way that they live and like, you know, like we don't have guns here, you know. We used to, but but I wasn't alive, so I haven't been like exposed to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's funny because if anyone should respect freedom of speech or any criticism of gun control, it should be Americans because they're all about the land of the free and things like that.
Yeah, like legit, it's in your anthem, like hop on.
So maybe they should just be like, okay, that's your opinion.
Well, I guess, do you know, like when I say like I haven't been exposed to the way they live, like their freedom could be having guns, like they're free to have a gun, you know? But like, you know, you hear about, especially here in Australia, we are more exposed to like, you know, people killing their own family members because, you know, someone has come back, you know, late at night and, you know, they've shot their own family member. You know, you hear about all the tragic stuff. You don't really hear about, you know, like when someone has saved someone or anything. So I guess that we are kind of always given like...
The news is typically saying
it's skewed,
the negative
yeah.
thing. I
mean, like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I wasn't expecting to talk about gun control. But something I like to bring up with Joe is we respect that they should have a gun because it is part of their constitution. But it's like the extent of what constitutes they're allowed as a firearm. If you're allowed like something quite extreme, I don't think you should be having that. You know what I mean?
I don't know. See, I haven't been exposed.
Yeah.
Don't know. Don't ask me. Sorry.
Well, to be honest,
I'm joking.
To be honest, it is just an opinion, and people don't have to take it that seriously.
Yeah, because people in your comments,
some of them take
they go like mad at you. What was that guy? He was like swearing, and he was like,
yeah.
He was like, fuck off. What did he?
They say
I'm allowed my guns.
Yeah, but we knew that. We knew we were gonna get that because any type of talk of saying any type of restriction on guns for certain people, then they say no. I'm like, do you even know if you're one of those certain people? And they're like, I don't know.
I wasn't labeling you.
Yeah, well, yeah. You asked what was my favorite comment.
Yeah.
It was 2 months ago, and it was from a fellow Jack, a fellow Australian. And he said, keep this shit up, boys. It's great stuff. The views will be tough for a while, but you're clearly getting better every week, and there's such a market in Australia for niche combat sports talk.
Ooh.
So that was really, really nice. And I'd said, that's nice of you to say. Totally agree. MMA is our passion. So it'd be difficult to do a podcast without mentioning it. That's because sometimes we're doing an everyday hour, which is our non-MMA hour, and some of our MMA stuff or boxing or anything fighting related kind of seeps into it sometimes. And he replied and he said, I do enjoy it, man. It's just a couple blokes talking shit. I do it every weekend with the boys over a few beers. And he said, great to hear. Thanks again for the support. You know, it's comments like that you need to focus on, the nice positive ones, because such a nice long thought out comment is nothing.
It's not like your standard.
It's not your standard, but it's also so much better than these not thought out, silly lines that people put in the. I mean, to be fair, you shouldn't read the comments at all. However, he said, "I saw keep this shit up," and I was like, "All right, it's positive." I clicked on it. So
Really? That's so funny because I literally will reply to anyone who comments on my
you get
photo.
some really positive.
I know
feedback.
the girls, I was saying to like you the other day, they're so lovely. Like I'll post like anything and they'll say, always find like, the good, they'll be like, oh yeah, you look beautiful, you're such a sweet person. And I'm like, oh,
All true.
can we please be friends?
I know, but I said that you always get you get a lot of positive people.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you get a lot of
Like the fashion community is just so like
they are very nice,
beautiful.
aren't they?
Yeah, it's such a nice place. Like if you're thinking of starting, like an Instagram, a podcast, a YouTube channel, anything, a new career, thinking about switching careers, anything like that, go for it.
Exactly.
Do it.
I mean, it's been a really good experience. It's only been 2 months for you, and you've had such a positive experience, haven't you?
Yeah, literally. Like I never thought that it would be like this. I am really grateful and really lucky that I'm able to do this.
Well, you're a very busy person, and you still manage to, do multiple posts a day and keep that content up.
Yeah, I don't know about busy, but yeah.
Yeah, you are a very busy person. I think you even stay even busier because of your Instagram.
Yeah, like I really like doing content. I like being like, here's another photo, another one.
Well,
have more of me.
It's not like that. You have never done it for vain reasons. You've done it simply because
I like clothes.
you enjoy clothes and you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you're enjoying this type of method of producing stuff on Instagram. It's such a nice it's a different Instagram with such. You can see that you're even in the pictures that you've taken that you or I have taken of you. You've thought them out, and you pick out the outfits and you pick the setting and you make sure it follows the theme, and everything is very thought out. It's not you just run through your camera roll and this is what I've got.
Yeah.
These are all well thought out creative pieces that you then complement with. If it's not the quotes, it's the messages you put out there, or it's the bags and the fashion pieces that you've put there, or the boots, or
that I like and that I can't afford.
well, there's a lot of stuff that you've been able to afford.
Yeah, that I've gotten for like birthdays.
Yeah.
For my 21st, my parents got me something really nice, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you like fashion, Jack?
I like fashion a good bit, but
yeah, you would do a fashion page. See, I can take some photos for you. You can be my model. Paint me like one of your French girls, Jack.
But I don't know if I could do any of the posing in that because I don't even like to smile in photos.
Yeah.
But I think I would do.
Please smile because you have a lovely smile.
No, I don't.
See, I'm gonna knock him out of this. I'm gonna make him.
Have you noticed a difference with my teeth?
Rear naked choke, and he's gonna tap out.
Have you noticed a difference with my teeth though?
Oh yeah, I said that. Yeah, definitely.
Because so in Australia, we have a.
Even in America,
it's in America,
it's American brand.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Americans would know. Smile Direct, they do a thing called clear aligners. So you can either have them for, I think you wear them for 23 hours, and then you take them out for 1 hour a day, or you can have a nighttime aligners, and you have them for 10 hours. It just means that anytime you brush your teeth very well beforehand and before you put them in. But, every 2 weeks, these aligners change and they get tighter and more sore in your teeth. And
you complaining, you're like, my teeth are sore, I can't eat. I have to eat on the sides.
I have to eat on the sides now because I got big buck teeth and I'm trying to.
No, you don't. I had buck teeth. No, you don't. Yeah, I had braces. I wore braces for 2 years because I had these teeth that went out to the sides. I look like a beaver.
No, you did.
You didn't see me. You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. But I had to wear retainers after my braces because your teeth have memory and then they can move back.
Well, the clear aligners are essentially retainers that change every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing them just so I can close a little bit of the gap in my front teeth. I don't really need them for my bottom, but I got them anyway just to make sure they're nice and straight. But I've noticed a difference already. They're a bit straighter, and I don't know if the gaps have gotten smaller, but I can notice a difference with my teeth and my smile. I can notice the pain. I can notice the pain. It is really sore, especially when you try
beauty
and
is
eat
pain,
food.
Jack.
Beauty is pain.
My grandma would always say beauty is pain.
Your grandma would tell you that?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, yeah. Beauty is pain.
Beauty is pain.
I think that beauty is pain is probably what one of those photographers say when those
They get their models to move like pretzels.
Well, yeah.
Well, how do you feel about like injectables and stuff?
About what?
Injectables.
What are injectables?
Oh, like lip fillers and cheek fillers.
No, I don't.
You don't like stuff like that?
I don't like them. You know that. I don't like them.
You don't like them?
Yeah. No.
I'm going to get some fillers. No.
No, you're not.
I'm not going to get them fillers. I'm too scared. Have you seen, like, sometimes I'll be like, because a few of my friends have gotten like lip fillers and stuff. And like, they literally put this needle into your lips and I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah. A lot of people don't even like getting blood taken and things like that, like yourself, right? And then, but they're perfectly fine to put it in their face and get Botox. And
well, I've got tattoos and stuff.
Yeah, well, you've got tattoos, so you've got and women always have a higher pain tolerance than men, but I think on average at least.
I was silly. For my first tattoo, I have one on my rib cage, and I was like, yes, perfect spot to get my first tattoo.
One of the most painful places to get.
It hurt quite bad.
Yeah.
It hurt quite bad. I remember being like, oh, when is this going to be over? Like the one on my back didn't hurt that much. The one on my leg didn't. Oh, it hurt a little bit.
You've got 3.
Yeah, I have 3, yeah.
Well, the rib would hurt the most because it's exposed bone.
Yeah, because you have to like, when they do it on your rib, you kind of like have to like lean over. So it's like like the skin has been stretched and it's easy for them to kind of like tattoo it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was doing a little... little dance, but I was. You're wanting to get tattoos, aren't you?
I do want to get tattoos, yeah, but they're very expensive because
You want your full leg.
Well, you get nice little creative, because you're a very creative person.
Little naturally, you've even
ones. You have nice fine line art.
I never wanted anything like too large, but I do want to get like my hip done.
You want maybe your hip done, right?
And maybe finish off my back, even though I know you don't like back tattoos, but I like back tattoos.
As long as you don't grow wings. As long as you don't get big wing tattoos or something like that. I don't. It's also because I see there's so many fighters that have back tattoos or they get their name put on their
McGregor?
back. On his stomach?
No,
he got it on his stomach.
He's like Ben Cousins. Doesn't Ben... No, what does Ben Cousins have?
I have no idea.
It's something like... what is it? It's like a Ned Kelly thing, isn't it? Or am I getting this completely wrong?
I have no idea.
I think I might be getting it wrong.
But a lot of fighters have their names on their back. And it's like, so you forget your name one day or something? Or
no, what is it for? McGregor has it on his...
He has it on his stomach.
Yeah. That's so funny. When I was getting my first tattoo on my ribs, the place that I went, they have like the skateboards up on the top of the walls. One of the skateboards had painted on it was Conor McGregor. He has that like chest piece. They had done the chest piece. And
oh, really?
I remember looking at it and I was staring at it and I was like, if Conor McGregor get this on his chest, I can get this on my rib.
Really? A lot of those big tattoos would be really painful, especially when they get color and things like that. Oh, yeah,
because it has to go deeper.
Yeah. The reason why I haven't got anything done yet is because I want something big.
Specific artist as well.
I want a specific artist that I've known for years, and I want a big leg piece. I don't really want to do my calf and then like maybe a couple of years later have enough money to do the whole thing. I want to do it all in one go, even if it's very painful, I know an art form like tattooing is like very expensive, but that means I want to wait till a point of time where I can actually have the money to get the full piece done.
Because then you can kind of like imagine it all together. Like if you get like one bit done, I guess like later on you have different ideas, you have different like, you know, sometimes I think about my tattoos and I'm like, you know, did I, if I didn't think about it, I probably wouldn't have gotten it, if that makes sense.
If you overthinked it a little bit?
Yeah. Not that I overthink it. It's kind of like, you know, if I wasn't, because I'm such a like impulsive person. That's why, you know, I've had different people do all 3 different tattoos. So I'm kind of like, you know, if I want it, I just go get it done. So if I'm not like that impulsive that day, I'm kind of like, I won't get it done. But if I was to get it done anyway, I would have loved it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
We're on the same page.
We are on
We're on the same frequency, aren't we?
Same frequency.
We say the same things a lot.
We do that a lot now. I mean, because we spend a lot of time together, and that naturally we're on the same frequency. So we say a lot of things together. We've been noticing it a lot lately.
Yeah.
A lot lately.
Yeah.
A lot of like jinxes and saying the same things at the same time. It's very cute.
Yeah.
Just like you.
No, just like you. Your listeners are probably like, what is this garbage?
No, they're not going to think that at all.
What is this? This isn't even like an everyday hour. This is like a once in a blue moon hour.
Well, to be honest, I kind of wanted to get rid of the MMA and everyday hour and just have our content.
Yeah.
And
this is just
you
a
can
whole
tell,
different thing, you know, for you.
Well,
having me on. It's a different conversation. Like
it is
I listen to
conversation.
all of your things. You know, I watch them on YouTube. I'm sorry I don't have a YouTube channel yet, but I will make one and I will subscribe. Isn't that like terrible? I'm your girlfriend and I haven't subscribed to you.
No, it's
just
not
because
like
I don't
that.
have a YouTube channel and I have
know.
to make one, and I just,
know.
you know, I just another thing that I need to have. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But the thing is, you've done so well in such a short period of time, right?
Thanks, babe.
You've done about 1,300 followers in 2 months. You know, that's roughly 650 followers per month. That's a huge amount of growth.
Thanks.
Do you have any you've already given tips by saying, you know, if you want to go out and do it or do something, just go out and do it?
It literally just comes down to that.
Well, how long did you contemplate doing it for?
Oh, years.
Years.
Do
you, not to say you regret not starting it earlier, but I'm saying, did it just occur at the right time?
I think so. It's just like being at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Thinking the right things at the right time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that same frequency, yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that's the right thing with you and the same thing with you and Joe, because you had spoken about this like since you started uni, hey?
We'd spoken about it probably about 3 or 4 years ago.
See, that's the exact same.
And I
with me.
shot it down.
You shot it down?
I shot it down.
Whoa, because you're the one pumping everything out. You do all of like the new like banners for each of your things. You do all the social media.
I do enjoy making all the creative stuff on social media, yeah.
And I am helping out choosing the songs that go on to the stories.
Yes.
So yes, thank me and my Denzel Curry songs.
No. You've been getting me into a bit of Denzel Curry. But to be honest, I listen to so many podcasts that I don't really listen to music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I drive, I'm like, I just need some music.
Yeah. I used to listen to a lot of music when I was working out and that, but now it's...
Oh, you don't listen to music anymore?
No, I don't really... no, not really. Not really. Something... Yeah, it's usually podcasts that I listen to majority of the time. It's actually that... I didn't even mention. That's really nice of you to like listen to and like interact with the content.
Yeah, I do it all the time. And whenever you like ask us a question, I'm like, I send some stuff about Jack.
I know. You do. You do. But what I was trying to get at earlier was that, you know, you give tips about, you know, if you want to do something, start it now.
Yeah, don't wait.
Right?
Because like usually what happens with like lots of people is that, you know, they have this idea and they're really like, you you know, they really, really want to pursue it, but they're just a little bit scared. They're like on the edge, but not ready to jump kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, and if they don't pursue it, what happens is they just keep thinking and they're just going through that same routine that they, you know, would do all the time, just thinking about it. You know, and 3 years later, you then do it, you know, and you should have just started, you know, when you first thought about it.
Exactly.
Like with our stuff.
I think that, yeah, there's definitely that. I mean, okay, well, that good segue into what I want to ask you was probably 5 tips that you would give. I mean, I know you've only had 2 months of experience, but
whoa,
I no. But like, I mean, those 2 months have been each day you've been posting maybe 2 to 4 times a day. So, and that's not including stories or things like that. So
yeah, like I've started speaking on my stories, which was a bit scary for me.
Definitely a bit scary, right?
Especially since I am, you know, a little bit more on the shyer side and I am a bit more, you know, reserved and a bit more quiet. But, you know, I do like speaking to the people, you know, that I'm kind of posting to.
I'm being so nice to you as well.
Exactly, literally.
Well,
so I guess a few tips that I could give to people would be to, you know, engage.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, whether that might be, you know, finding new people by following, commenting, liking, even, you know, going onto your favorite like Instagram pages and just commenting on, you know, their content can do wonders for you.
Kind of like engaging with content that's like-minded and something you personally enjoy.
Yeah.
Because it has to be genuine, right?
Yeah, exactly. You
It has
can't
to
just
be
like go on random accounts and be like, oh, I love this. Like it's not.
No. You can't be like that. I mean, you're not like one of those people. When you do write something, it is genuine and you do write genuine comments to people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I meant. I mean, another one is, you know, I think people like to see, you know, what you're doing with your day, you know, like they like to see people, you know, talking. Like I know when I started, you know, talking in my stories, I got a little bit more of a response kind of thing and people were, you know, liking my photos a little bit more.
That's a really good point. So not writing a message, but
speaking it, you know, and showing yourself, you know, showing how, you know, like excited or, you know, showing how, you know, your feelings towards this thing that you might be talking about. Yeah. So maybe you and Joe can start doing that because I think, you know, because you guys write like big paragraphs on your stories.
Yeah, whereas...
Which you could, you know, jump on and be like, hey guys, this is our new one in the next slide, you know, something like that.
That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, I think that's huge. I think that's huge especially for us.
Can we change the name of this podcast to Kara's Tips 101?
Yeah, we can do so. Yeah, of course we can.
I'm only joking.
Okay, well, I asked for 5 tips.
Oh, what's another tip? Oh, I think that 5 of them are like bundled up in those 2.
I think wait. Yeah, I think you have. So you had...
I guess interacting with others, I could kind of like break that up as, you know, like liking, commenting. Commenting's a big one, a very big one.
Yeah.
You know, if you're showing that you do like someone else's things, you know, they are really like grateful and, you know, you kind of like build a relationship with other like-minded people, you know, and like you do create friends like I have in the kind of community that you're in.
Well, so you've built relationships by engaging. That's your first tip.
Yeah.
Through like genuine kind of conversations with them as well.
Yeah, you can't be like not really interested but still asking someone a question. That's just
And your second
silly.
tip was
liking
and things and
even saving photos. I've seen this thing about the Instagram algorithm, how it's been favoring like the send and the save. So it's been calling the save a super like.
Yeah.
So even if you're saving like, you know, you're scrolling and you're like, oh, I really like this outfit that this girl has put together, you know, I'll save it.
Yeah.
Just to, you know, because like when they look at their insights, you know, it's been like, oh, you know, 12 people saved my photo. Like it's a bit scary, but like it also is good. Like people are saving your things, but it's good. Yeah. It's super liked.
And
it's a big super like.
And I think, I mean, maybe your third one would probably be...
And the biggest one.
Start now, right?
Yeah. Or the fourth one would be, you know, having that, you know, the the interaction where you are going on and you are speaking and you are showing, you know, how excited, showing your emotions towards something.
Bit of like personal transparency.
Yeah, you're putting a bit of yourself within your page, I guess.
That-
you know, they're kind of learning
Yeah.
about who you are.
Yeah. That's
You know, the way you
huge.
talk,
Yeah.
the way you look, you know, because some people, you know, will post photos, but they'll look completely different.
Yeah, exactly.
And people get a bit like, oh, how did you, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you?
But it also shows a bit of transparency between yourself and those that follow you.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a, like, have you seen those Instagram pages where it's like a robot?
I've seen.
But it's a girl and it's like she's like put in like an actual like place. What her name is?
No, I haven't.
It's really cool, but it also kind of scares
robot?
me. Yeah.
What, like an AI robot or something?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and they've made an Instagram account for her and she's like she's been modeling for like really big brands.
Really?
Yeah.
An AI robot. So it's not a real person,
No, it's not a real person.
but models for big brands.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are they giving the jobs to the why don't they give the jobs to the
Because
humans?
it's different. It's cool, you know?
I think a lot of people can appreciate being
niche.
different. Well, I'm guessing that your fifth tip is to be different.
Yeah.
Be different. Be
unique.
yourself, right?
Yeah, because everyone is different.
I think that's something that you always stress is to be different.
Yeah, I like difference.
Yeah,
I'm a bit of a
you don't like to be cookie cutter.
nah.
You like
So
to be
Australian,
different.
nah.
Nah,
Nah.
nah, mate, nah.
Nah, mate. Nah.
No, but like you like to be really different.
Yeah,
I think so.
that's me. That's me.
But you know, when you are different, you're not like. I don't think you follow particular trends and things like that.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think you do. I think when you see something, you just like it.
Yeah, I'm like,
Right?
hey.
Yeah.
I usually like different things.
I mean, you mentioned that there's a lot of brands that you do enjoy, that you do wear, like Rat and Boa, Beckenbridge, Sea Folly.
I don't really see Folly's a beachwear brand, you know.
You don't wear a lot of like the beachwear stuff, especially since it's not even summer yet in Australia. But I mean, you've already had really good engagement with. I think you had Wildflower Cases.
Love
You had
them.
Lorna Jane.
Lorna Jane, yeah, big
You had another
activewear.
one that also liked it and also said like, how could we not?
That was Lorna Jane.
That was Lorna Jane. There was another
Thrills, who sent the gift.
I think it was Thrills as well that
they
messaged
were
you.
sick, yeah.
So there's a lot of companies that you've worn and you've tagged them and they've appreciated your content
Yeah, and
as
I didn't
well.
expect anything to happen, like, especially Lorna Jane. Like, they were like, how could we not comment on this? And I was like, oh, Lorna Jane, I've worn you since I was like 12.
Yeah, I know. So like, isn't it cool that from being quite a shy person naturally, you've been expressing yourself, because it is art, right? You've been expressing yourself through an art form.
Just like martial arts,
Just like martial arts.
which Jack is telling me about, is an art form. I'm like, no, it's a sport.
It's an art form. In my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Who do you hate? Who said it wasn't an art? Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep, yeah, she said martial arts are not the arts. I was like,
Rude.
Fuck you.
Hey, I like Meryl Streep. She's sick.
Nah, big nose.
No, she's so pretty. I love Meryl Streep.
No. But to be fair,
Each to their own, Jack.
each to their own.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think what did Dana say? Like when someone mentioned,
I used to call him Dana. 'Cause
Dana?
In
Dana,
Australia,
like-
we call people
I
Dana.
know, don't they?
Yeah, Dana.
Dana.
I'm probably butchering the American accent, and I apologize.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't. You don't butcher.
Yes.
Dana White straight away went and said, to everyone's entitled to their opinion, but like, did you really expect like a 67-year-old lady to be like
appreciative of
combat sports?
Yeah.
Probably not a part of our demographic. So did you expect it? And I was like,
so your opinion is wrong.
yeah. Well, no, it's just like it was never going to fit your opinion anyway.
To be honest, she probably shouldn't have like even commented on it. Now that I think about it.
Probably not, and probably just a weird thing to say at your own award thing. Just
Yeah.
I thought maybe you could say something else or a cause that you really appreciated, but it was like,
donate some money.
I'm going to put this thing down.
Yeah, she's going to be like, nah, and this is how I feel.
Yeah, well, it was almost like you know, it's her own little TED talk to
herself.
To herself, really.
Well, you were showing me, I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but you were showing me about like the evolution of Dana White, like, and how he's
slowly
evolved.
He has evolved and he's lost more and more hair as he gets more stressful. And
so how stressful do you reckon his job is?
Incredibly.
Really? Like,
especially during coronavirus.
Like his head always looks like it's gonna like explode. Like whenever I see him talk.
Yeah, they always have
like he has these veins like
yeah, they have different
temples.
memes of Dana White, like the different shades of color he is, and he's like, you don't want to see Dana when he turns pink. You don't want to see Dana when he turns red. You don't want to see red Dana.
And what was the tweets that were going on between Connor and Dana? I don't understand that. You were talking about that and I was like, what is going on? These people have so much beef. It's like unbelievable.
Well, Dana and Connor have always had a really good relationship since it was kind of Dana that was scouting Connor in the first place.
Yeah, he loved Connor, didn't he? He loved Connor.
He was also Connor's cash cow. Let's be real.
Wait, Connor was the cash cow.
Connor was the cash cow. And Dana was milking him. And when he wasn't making him any money, then he wasn't really...
I'd like to... What does he say?
I'd like to take this chance to apologise
to absolutely nobody.
Double chance does what the fuck he wants. So,
maybe I can wear his fuck you suit in one of my posts. Oh my God. Conor McGregor, let's do this.
Conor McGregor, everyone mentions that he has quite decent fashion sense as well.
He has his own... What is it? Austin McGregor?
Oh, it's like it's...
Is that what is it called?
It's August McGregor.
August
McGregor.
Yeah.
And it's because it's with... I can't remember what the guy's name is. I think it's John August or something like that. And
his friend?
It's a designer.
Oh, a designer.
It's a designer that it's called August McGregor because they've put both surnames together.
Yeah.
And he's got a really funny suit, and it's he says, "Do you like the pinstripe suit?" Zoom in, it says "fuck you."
I know, I need it.
It's hilarious.
Conor McGregor, please hook me up. I will wear your fuck you suit everywhere.
You look really good in that suit.
Yeah, in the fuck you suit.
Yeah. I mean, I think more and more, this is an interesting point, is that more and more athletes and fighters have started to get more in the fashion game.
Yeah, well, that's like
Israel
Under Armour.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Who makes Under? I always forget who it is. Is it Steph Curry?
Oh, that they are partnered with Steph Curry?
Who made Under Armour? It was an athlete, wasn't it?
Steph Curry didn't make it.
No, but he's now partnered with... He was or something.
No, I think he still is.
Oh, he is? But someone made it. Wasn't it?
I don't know who made it, but they're partnered with The Rock and Steph Curry and things like that.
Yeah, because I started wearing Under Armour. Their stuff's good.
They have good stuff as well.
Stuff.
And I like Puma as well. And Puma just signed Israel. He loves Puma. But Puma, has signed their very first combat athlete, which is Israel Adesanya. Yeah. And a lot of the point I was trying to make was that a lot of fighters and a lot of boxers and mixed martial artists, they used to wear, let's be real, some pretty shit clothes at all the press conferences and things like that. They were never really in the fashion game.
Oh, really?
Or they would splash a little bit of money and, then they would wear the really expensive stuff. Yeah, exactly. But a lot of these fighters it's now with more of the McGregor era and things like that. Now they wear the suits to the press conference. Now they're partnered with some big companies and they wear the clothes and they wear the hype beast stuff. More and more the fighters wear more fashionable clothes. And I don't know why. I don't know if maybe the persona or the image of the fighters changed.
Well, what I think it is why I also love fashion and clothes is because you're able to express, the way you feel through your clothes.
Exactly.
I'm feeling happy. I'll wear like yellow or something like that.
Right.
I'm feeling, daring. I want to show, like my emotion. I'm gonna I'm telling you, fuck you. I'm going to write it on my pinstripe suit. You know what I mean?
It's another way to express yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I love clothes. Clothes, I love you.
Well, when do you think you really started? Do you know when you really started enjoying clothes?
When I was young.
Just when you were young?
Yeah. I used to love like mum dressing me up in little clothes.
Mm.
But I never had like a dress up box or anything. Like I was never into like, you know, being a fairy and stuff like that. I just liked clothes.
You liked what you liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still have overalls, and I was like, what? Why?
You still have overalls?
Yeah.
When have I? I've never seen these pictures.
When I was like little.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, not like a few years ago. No. Don't know who that was. Sorry. No, but I think it's because you can express yourself, you know. I'm going to look really, dapper in my big suit with my big shoulder pads and my little handkerchief, and my tie, I'm going to make myself feel really good, I'm going to be confident,
Yeah.
Because you basically are putting on your confidence.
I think that's why he likes to wear those kinds of suits, because I think
he see how he like kind of really like puff his chest out and the way
he walks.
He has the money walk, he is money, he's got to have that mentality. He's got to dress that way.
I think the fashion is the extension of oneself.
Exactly.
And
you said it. You heard it here first.
But it's like a feedback system.
It kind of,
it's like a positive feedback system.
Yeah, it sets up like the way that you feel. If I look good in this, I feel confident. If I feel confident, I'm ready to, smash someone's head in, in the octagon.
But if it's the same.
See, I'm trying to like tie this back to MMA. I'm trying to like keep within your
my
your
demographic.
niche.
But the same way you wear clothes to feel better, then there's that positive feedback loop where you're naturally feeling better and you wear the clothes, then the clothes make you feel better, then it's a nice positive feedback loop where your own internal image inside your head, what you wanted to wear and what you wanted to look, then becomes an external image.
Exactly. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I look good. I feel good.
And it's a nice...
it's just like maybe like working out, the more you work out, the better you feel because you look better.
Exactly.
Or you might not look better, but like, I guess over time.
But sometimes when you feel a bit more happier on how you look, it also changes your confidence, just like posture changes your confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
You were talking to how puffing your chest out is what animals do to even scare off prey because they look more confident and they look scarier, I think it's a huge body image is a huge thing for confidence, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I know at uni they've talked about this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why, what did they say?
Oh, like, I think it was in my first year. And you know how you have to do like a communications course? Like a communications unit?
Mm.
Well, they talked about, when you're presenting, you can't be like this. You have to be like this. You look more confident. You look more ready. You look more, well presented for your tutors and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I
mean, that was interesting.
Well, the first time they say for confidence is just have chin up, stand tall and things like that. And I think even
exactly what I don't do. I'm joking.
You do
I'm
that.
like, so you always complain about my posture, like, Cara, shoulders. And I'm back. Like, sorry.
No, but it looks painful. When you're
and then when I pose, I'm like, straighten.
But that's why sometimes you have sore shoulders and things like that and sore neck, and that's why I say you need to, so that's why you need to like,
lift up
a little bit, lift your shoulders back.
Have what is it? The string that goes from your head and you pull yourself up. That's what ballerinas do.
So you told me that and I never knew where that came from.
It's ballerinas.
Ballerinas.
Yeah, because like when they're on point, is it point? Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to like imagine a string going through their body that's being pulled up from the top. Like I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
You can't see because I wouldn't let Jack film, but it just kind of pulls you up, and you feel nice and tall and your neck is straight, your back is straight, you're ready. Mm. You look presentable.
I mean, that's huge as well for your own confidence and like mental health as well as just to feel good in how you present yourself, right?
Yeah. Like a lot of people have been recently talking about like, always forget the word. People talk about themselves, repeating
Positive affirmations.
Yeah, affirmations. That's it. Yeah. Like, you look in the mirror and you literally say these affirmations, and it literally does make you feel better.
I mean, you send some to me and I send some to you, and
Yeah.
you post them on your own social media as well. Like at Little Ra, you show that you also find a bit of like good energy, good positive energy from these good thoughts, and then you spread them by also putting them on your own social media. And I think, like you said earlier, I think a lot of people like connect with that.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a good way to use. I mean, neither of us have seen this documentary yet, but there's The Social Dilemma. It's always talking about the negative.
I'm scared to watch it.
I'm scared to watch it too, but it's
I'm
like
really scared.
It's the negative effects of social media.
Like, is it about like addiction to social media?
I think it's addiction and things like that, and how it spreads a lot of negative influence. But I don't think many people talk about the positive, and how there's a lot of people out there like yourself that receive and put out a lot of good positive energy and things like that.
Yeah.
I think you do a lot of good things on your social media.
Thank you. I think you guys do too.
We try.
Yeah, definitely. Listening to, people talk sometimes can, help so much.
I'm sure it helps me. It helps me listen to different podcasts and things like that. And there's a lot of like...
Just chill out sometimes.
I think so. I mean, even when you're producing content that you like your Instagram, it's a good feeling. It is a good feeling, right?
But I think maybe the social dilemma is about like people like deleting posts that didn't get enough likes. I don't really do that. I don't think I've ever done that on my page.
You've never done that.
I'm like, this didn't get enough likes. Let's try again.
Yeah, well, you don't really obsess over numbers, do you?
No, not really. I'm like, I'm doing what I'm doing. You like it or you don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, 1,300 followers in 2 months. I mean, I just said don't obsess over numbers, but that's very good.
Thanks.
You've done very, very well.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I know I just said don't obsess over numbers, but I mean, you've done it for 2 months now. Do you see any like celebration posts that you'll do in the future?
Yeah, I really want to get like the balloons if I hit like a big number, I'd be like, yeah, you post with the balloons because balloons are cool.
It for like 2,000 followers or 5,000?
Yeah, maybe 5.
10,000?
Yeah.
20?
Double digits. I'll be like, balloons.
Double digits would be really good, yeah.
Yeah, their balloons are cool.
We'll definitely get you some
How
balloons.
many times have I said balloons? 4.
3? 4?
Take a shot.
Thank you so much for coming on, babe.
That's okay. Thanks for having me. This has been an experience.
It's been really fun.
I hope your MMA people still love you.
Yeah, of course they will. I mean, I like diversifying our content anyway.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to have guests on and things like that start with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like this is a really different experience for me because I don't have Joe here, but it's also you're our first guest as well. So, everything has been a learning process and in doing this sort of thing, but I've personally really enjoyed it, just like you have with your own social media.
It's just about growing and, realizing that you can do something. You have it in you to do it. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. Just get out there, go do it, have fun, live your life. You only get, one YOLO, as Drake would say.
But the important thing is to like engage with the people that are doing a lot of positive stuff for you. For me, don't read so much of the negative comments and things like that. Fuck your podcast. And start now.
I'll be your hype man. Follow
hype
me.
Woman.
Follow you back. I'll hype you up.
I hope you enjoyed the content. If you enjoyed what we were speaking about, please like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Kara's socials are at @LittleRa_, I believe. She's doing extremely well. I'd really appreciate if you gave her a follow. She creates such amazing content. If it's not the photos, it's the posts. If it's not that. It's the stories. It's the things she reposts and shares. The amazing comments she sends back. The amazing shares she gives out there. She does a really, really good job, and I think you do a really, really amazing job. And I think a lot of people would appreciate the content and the positive vibes that you put out there. You know, I think you do a really, really good job, and I'm very proud of you. 2 months is insane for 1,300 followers.
Thanks.
I think
babe.
you've done a
Thank
really,
you
really
so
good job,
much, babe. And you
Okay?
too. You guys have done so well, killing it, killing the game,
Trying.
killing the game.
Killing the game.
You're killing the game.
Killing the game. I love you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.